Alright, welcome back, fellow gamers, to an edition of the Wrathcast. Cyperrat here, as always, coming to you once again from Disney's Dreamlight Valley. I do apologize for the lateness of the show. It has been, well, it's been an interesting couple of days, I should say. That's for sure. I haven't really been feeling very well, and yeah, it's most of the day I've been kind of just like out of it, major headache, ended up with some real serious heartburn after lunch, which didn't help, and so I'm just dealing with a lot of stuff right now. I mean, I still have like a minor headache, and I probably won't be on for too long. I just want to try to get as much of this done as possible so we can get this over and done with. I'm sure Aladdin is here somewhere, but we're going to put his booth over in this area. Besides, I also got some stuff to show you guys. Made a few changes and improvements to the area. Because before we start, I do want to thank everyone who stopped off and checked out the channel tonight. As always, you guys are awesome. And if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, thank you for being here as well. So, this is a new feature that they brought in. This is the Agrabah wishing well. So it's the same as the other wishing wells. This is just the first one that we have that is decorative. So like the doors, you just touch on it and you pick which one you want. So that's really cool. It's also the same with the player houses. I mean, on your main player house, you click on it and you decide what house you want, but the rest of the houses you can place anywhere. So if you come over here, we can see the player house is right there.
Gotta say, there's some nice folks around here.
We got a nice fountain over there, and of course Jasmine and Aladdin's tower right there, which makes up the whole of the experience. And so if we go into build mode, you can now see, there we go. There's our little palace. The walls I had to buy in the premium store. And if I needed any more, I had to buy them. I couldn't finish the whole thing around because of the designs. I either was going to be blocked by this one or this back one. And I figured the back one is better because it's such a small area. I don't think anyone can walk through this section anyways, because it's kind of tight. And as you can see, the pathway won't go any further this way anyway. So it just worked out for the best this way. Okay, so where is Aladdin? Ah, there he is.
We need to talk.
So now I can give him the gems I finally went ahead and collected. It took me a while to get these bad boys. Tell you that. Looks like we're about to go into ad break. I do apologize for that, guys. Okay, these are perfect. Wally's gonna love them. Would you join me in doing the honor, Sammy? Let's bring these to Wally. Sounds good. So that is a little tight right there, but it's not too bad. Ah, there's Wally. Hey, little guy. Sammy and I found these for your collection. Wally. Good for you. They're a gift. Ooh. Wally's always such a positive bucket of bolts. I think Wally really loved our gift for his collection. I think so too. He was very excited. Yeah, gems are pretty valuable. There's a lot to be excited about. More than you think. Lots of villagers use gems for plenty of things. Magic, arts, crafts, decorations. Really? Do you think the villagers would like it if they could get their hands on gems more easily? You mean like a gem stall? That's a great idea. Well then, I say we make it happen. I love the stalls in the Agrabah marketplace. The vendors from far off lands. The fruits, the breads. You know, I like to bring some of that here, Sammy. Would you head back to the marketplace in Agrabah and get some supplies for our stall? I'm going to start collecting gems and some other supplies we will need.
Wonder what wishes these villagers have made.
Okay. So, back to Agrabah. I have no idea what we're supposed to be collecting here. Okay, so marketplace stall signage, rug and 6 blankets. Okay. I have no idea where I'm getting this stuff from. We'll just have to roam around until we figure out what they're looking for. Nope, can't undo those. Ah! You know what? I didn't want that. I want this. Oh, look! Mother always said that fortune favors the prepared. Can't forget to get a supply of fine rope, timber stacks, and bolts of silk. In case anything happens to the stall. There's still one more page I'm missing. Ah! I might have to go up as well. That's the last of that. We'll stay on ground floor for now, and then we'll decide. There's a sign. Oh, that was everything. Okay. I'd still like to know where that last letter is. I think that's the only one. Yeah, it's the only one. I kind of hate leaving without it. Oh, it wants me to interact with that. Okay. Well, I don't want to do that. I want to change the fountain. Mm. Yeah, I'm hoping to be able to finish this off before my headache gets too bad. Because I really want to finish this tonight. We have a new expedition in No Man's Sky, which started today with the new update, which is Relics. And honestly, I would really like to jump into it. If it wasn't for the fact that I need to finish this today, I probably would have done it. This evening, but like I said, I still have this to finish. I don't know where it's at, and I'm having a difficult time as it is, so we're just gonna get out of here. Oh wait, there it is! Oh my god, I found it by mistake. I heard rumors that the water is like quicksand. The waters in the quicksand flow from its oasis. I wonder what new form of fertilizer I can find there. Interesting. Well, that's all the pages. That's a good thing. I don't always get all those pages. I'm still missing some from other events. Okay. And speaking of quicksand. Ah, there he is. There's your stuff, sir.
Whoa!
Thanks, Sammy. I think I'll be able to build a really great stall with all this stuff. What else do you need? Well, while I build the stall, there's a few more things you can find. I'm no expert, but from what I've seen a good song needs lots of storage and signs to help things stay organized.
Huh?
Could you look into building some storage chests and signs while I get to work?
If I've learned anything, it's that you gotta be yourself.
Okay, so oh, don't have enough dry wood. Okay, well, that's a problem. Especially since I sell a lot of stuff. I'm still in that mindset thinking, oh, I got more than I need. I don't need to save a lot of the stuff. I can let it go. But that's not the case anymore. Oh, not that. Oh, backwards. Hey, Mysterious, how's it going?
There's a lot about this battle.
I was not mad at you, huh? That was the thing is that I've already played the game. I know the game. I know the whole story. I just didn't want to ruin it for anybody else who might come in and want to watch the story that doesn't know what's going on. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I know what's going on. I know exactly what's happening. But I'm not mad at you at all. There's no way. I might be a little miffed if I didn't know the story and you were spoiling the thing for me, because even though I don't mind help in games, I don't like the story to be spoiled. So if you can assist me without spoiling the story, I'm perfectly happy with that. I don't care. I sometimes need all the help I can get. But story spoilers are always something that I just feel shouldn't happen. You know, even though it's a 9-year-old game, you gotta remember that a lot of people didn't play it back then. It was, for some reason, it wasn't a really popular game. Jacob and Evie, for a lot of people, didn't have a lot of variety, if you know what I mean, between the two of them. Even though Evie was more stealth and Jacob was more was a brawler, there really wasn't a whole lot of difference between the two characters. And so 9 times out of 10, it was like you didn't feel like you had to switch the characters, except for when the story mission, asked you to. And when I played originally, I played as Evie throughout almost the entire mission, except for when I had the Jacob storylines go through. because I didn't feel like I had to. And I like the way Evie plays. I like the stealthy approach versus the go in there guns blazing, fist flying routine. So for me, completing her side of the stuff and doing anything from her perspective was what I enjoyed the most.
You should be proud.
So, like I said, I know that there's a lot of people out there who didn't get a chance to play Assassin's Creed Syndicate because it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't the most popular game. I mean, you gotta remember, we're just coming off of, Black Flag, 5-6 years earlier. Unity, which had just come out a little while ago, and that story wasn't very good. Anno wasn't a compelling character. In fact, the other girl, I can't remember her name now, she was more of a compelling character than he was. People were like, why aren't we playing her? Her storyline was far better. But, yeah, because he was kind of a dry, character. He didn't have a lot of character.
I sure could go for a snack.
And, so when this came out, even though they had a lot of improvements in the way the game played, you still had to hold down the trigger button to run and activate certain things with the other controls and blah blah. It was simpler, but you still had to do certain things. There was still that mechanic of pushing the buttons that all the AC games had, which is why when Origins came out, it was such a revelation, because they got rid of a lot of the what have yous, including holding down the button, except for to run. You didn't have to push a button to climb anymore. You can just climb. There was the button to, drop, but climbing, you could just climb anywhere. And, of course, that then carried over into Odyssey and Valhalla. But those games were so large and so bloated, with more content than what needed to be done, people were kind of over and done with it by the time Valhalla's, DLC and all the stuff came out. They were just like, yeah, no, we are definitely done here. How many? Oh, what's that? Yeah, 2. We want a small chest and a large chest. Okay. And can I make a large chest? That's a medium chest. Okay. I'm out of Dreamlight again. God damn it. Okay. I don't have enough shards. Oh my gosh. This is not going to be fun. But yeah, that's again one of the reasons why Mirage was trying to go back not only to the stealth gameplay, but they were trying to narrow down the storyline so there was not a lot of bloat and this and that, blah, blah, blah. But for me, that game was a problem in its own because the map markers were terrible. Trying to figure out where things wasn't easy. I had one quest. I find the guy I had to talk to. I talk to him. He walks away. it's telling me to do something, but I can't figure out what it wants me to do because I don't know where to go, because the map marker is still in the position the guy was in when he walked off. And I can't talk to the guy anymore, and there's no way to tell me where to go. I was so frustrated with that game by that point in time that I quit and I uninstalled the game. I said, I'm not playing this anymore. This game sucked, which is why I haven't bothered to even think about getting AC Shadows, because I was kind of reluctant. And I've heard good things and a few bad things, not too many bad things. I might pick it up eventually. I don't know. One of the biggest problems I heard is the Yasuke character. Again, because he's more of a brawler type. He just goes in and just smashes everything. But he doesn't have much of a story. So if you decide to play the female character the entire time, every time you get to a point where, you know, there's a cutscene with the two of them, you have to decide which one you want. You can just keep picking her. Doesn't change the story if you pick him. Story still progresses the same way. Having him there doesn't really affect the character or affect the game. All it does is affect how you play. And so a lot of people are kind of like on that, because he's kind of a nothing character. They really didn't develop him or come up with a reason for him to be there. Not like with Syndicate, where Jacob has his task, what he's trying to do, you know, take over London and take it back from the Templars, while Evie is trying to hunt down the Piece of Eden. And so their stories diverge. And there is a reason for both of them in the story. And I know at the last mission, you have to play both characters. So, you know, it's a lot more involved than I like. That's one thing that I love about that story. And love about this game is that it really puts you in the shoes of both characters purposely, whereas with Shadows, apparently it does not. It gives you the option to play as both characters, but you don't have to. You can complete the entire game with just the one character alone and not even bother with the second one, which seems like a waste of a character. It's like, why have him in there if you're not going to do anything with him? But yeah, no, I'm not mad at you, Hunt. Sorry, I didn't mean just to come off sounding badly. I do apologize. I'm going to need... Damn it. Okay. Well, I need to do a bunch of stuff anyways, because, yeah... I need Dreamlight. I probably could buy a bunch of stuff, or dig up a bunch of the shards and turn them into Dreamlight if I can find him. Hey, Krill, how's it going?
It wasn't me.
Excuse me. I am doing well. How are you?
Hey, you know what? You're my favorite deputy.
Okay, let's work on this. Oh, you know what? We can talk to somebody here, since we have some people right here. We can get that one out of the way.
Great. I'm making a bunch of new friends.
I don't even read these anymore. I'm so over and done with these storylines. Because it's the same conversations over and over again. Peter Croc, huh? Up. No problem. You know, I appreciate when people ask me how I'm doing, so I always like to ask back. Go away. I'm tired of going around that thing. Okay, so... Yep, I'm letting the Night Thorns get wild on me again because I need to. I don't need to. I'm waiting for well, I'm waiting to see if something comes up in the star path that needs it. How are you liking the game? Well, let's see. I have been playing for 4 years. I have give me a second. Shoot, I can't see this thing. Dang it. Well, last time I checked, I had almost 1,400 hours into the game. So, I would say, yeah, I like it. Oh, I just need one more duty, too. I can finally start talking to him now, because I couldn't do it before. I wanted me to give him the stuff. Yeah. It happens. It happens. That's gonna take a while. 15 customers? Oh, that's gonna take a while too. Okay, well,
Howdy.
and we can sell those too, because I don't need those. Thank you, sir. Boom. That is 15. Oh, you're gonna start next week? Oh, you got so much to do. There's a lot of catching up to do. Because we're talking... What? There is, or there was. Well, it still is. But yeah, there is an update every 3 or 4 months or so. We got 4 of them a year. Each of them dropping 1 or 2 characters. So on top of the original lineup of characters you have to befriend and level up, you have a whole bunch of new characters that get added as well from all the realm areas. Then you have the 2 expansions, which is the Ripped in Time, which I don't know if that's still available or not. You have to look for it. And the current one that I'm doing, or that I'm in, which is the, what's it called? Dang it. The Storybook Vale. And that comes with 3 characters. Well, both of them actually come with 3 characters, but more added as they go along. And I know, like, with Ripped in Time, we got Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, but you only got him if you bought the DLC for the Ripped in Time expansion. Otherwise, you only got the character that was being brought into Dreamlight Valley itself. So that's a big change. And then of course, yeah, we'll go over this in a moment. There is this. Yeah, if you can't get a rift in time, you will not get Oswald unlocked because he's part of that storyline. He's part of the Eternity Isle. So yeah, I know it's terrible. As it is, my sister missed out on Sally because she got the letter to help Jack Skellington, but oh yeah, the ad. Shoot. Okay, we'll go back over that in a moment. Vegetables. Gotta plant some veggies.
Good friends, good food. All this place needs now is some buzzards to bowl.
Yeah, I think right here is a good place. Okay, we are going to
Howdy.
buy 5 onions.
Whoa!
Yeah.
As my inner voice likes to remind me, I come in peace.
There we go. Oh, nice. Perfect. Anyways, like I was saying, yeah, if there's expansion's not available, he came with. Oh no, let's talk about Sally. That we got this letter saying that Jack needed help because there's something going on, and you're supposed to help him. And when you do that, start helping him figure out what's going on, you find out that Sally is trying to get a hold of Jack because she's kind of caught somewhere in between realms, and so you help Jack retrieve her and bring her to the valley. Well, if you don't help her right off the bat, after like 17 days or something, the quest line goes away. So now she can't get Sally. Which sucked for her because the star path, there were several things that had to do with Sally that she couldn't do because Sally's not part of her valley anymore. She doesn't have that option. Well, I don't know if you missed that one because that one still might be possible. You won't get the letter until you get Jack into the valley. Once you're able to get Jack into the valley, then that letter should come to you and you should be able to work on that one. And to get that, you have to unlock this area up over here because a strange, mysterious tree is going to show up. Anyways, I don't want to give too much away. It was, but I don't think it's going to matter. Jack isn't part of an expansion. He was just part of an update.
True love? Ha! Power is the only key to real happiness.
Now, Ursula there, that was the other thing I was going to discuss before I got interrupted. 400 moonstones will get you this expansion pass, and it gets you the Ursula skin. It also gets you those 2 costumes right there and some other stuff. It's a storyline quest, so you're helping Ursula out with various things. Then there's the Dapper Wally quest, which again is another small little story. You end up getting Wally suited up into this wonderful outfit, which I have him in, and you get those 2 outfits as well. There's some stuff that goes with it. Other than that, a lot of the stuff that's in there is just additional content, just if you want to have it for your valley. It's not necessary. Oh, my nephew just did his Prime sub again. And he redeemed the water, of course. There we go. But yeah, thank you, my boy, for that. I appreciate the help. He's a good kid. Okay. So let's go serve some customers. But yeah, so Return to the Isles over here, and then you have Storybook, and then you have the Realms. And these are doors that you unlock in the castle. So they're not part of any realm or any DLC. They're all free content. You just need to unlock them as you go along, which usually requires you to have your moonstones to unlock the doors, just the same as you have to unlock each of the lands. And then as you go along into the story missions, you'll find that each area is the same thing. When you come over here to Eternity Island, you can see that my currency is now changed. And so the duties are now called mist duties, because that's what you're getting. You're getting these little mist balls from certain tasks and things that you do, as well as completing the dailies and the weeklies and the whatever else you're doing in the game. Then we hop over here to return to the Storybook Vale. I almost screwed up again. And once more, my currency has changed yet again. We now got the Storybook magic that we have to collect. And again, you use that to unlock the various areas throughout the land. So I think you need like 200 to unlock, or 250 to unlock these areas, and then it goes up to 500 to unlock the next thing, and then 10 to unlock the final areas. That's part of the storybook, or that's part of this one. This is the Eternity Isle. And if you can see outside, if you know anything about Atlantis, the Lost Empire, you'll know what those are back there. The sleeping giants. And we got like Atlantis style buildings and artwork and whatever all over the place. So once again, you have to unlock each of the areas as you go along, trying to free everything and interact with all the characters. And this one comes with Rapunzel, but she's over here in this area. Gaston, who is in the desert area. And of course, Eve, who's over here in the docks. And then, like I said, eventually you unlock Oswald, who's also in this area. And then when the storyline finally finishes off, and you get to go into this this palace over here, you unlock Jafar. With this sucker, you unlock Merida from Brave. Then when you go into the Elysian Fields and stuff like that, you unlock Hades. When you go into the next section, which is the Wild Woods, you have to do a whole story mission thingy to unlock Flynn Rider. You do get to talk to Maleficent, but her storyline does not complete until the second act, which will come later on in the year. Everything's done in phases. In fact, you can go onto the website, and you can always check to see they'll have like a running what I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Dang it, I can't think of the word. Well, they kind of give you an idea of what's coming throughout the year. Even though they don't say exactly the date, it will say spring, early summer, late summer, fall. And then we have all kinds of events and stuff that happen along the way as well. The Easter event hasn't happened yet because we haven't had Easter yet. You'll know about that because you'll find trees with eggs on them. And you'll start finding little eggs hidden all over the place. We did have a St. Patrick's Day event, which just came about very recently. Yeah. That was cool. As you can see, there is my thing. There's my outfit. Oh, perfect. That's great. I don't know why that sounds doing that. But I had went ahead and I bought the leprechaun outfit, and I had just made the pot of gold with the 4-leaf clovers, and so I put it out there. Some people went hog wild, man. That one picture that lady had was great. No wonder she got, she's part of the top 10 people.
It's almost like we stepped inside imagination.
I don't put as much effort as I used to in everything. Just because it it's more difficult now. Once upon a time when the game first came out in the first couple of years, PlayStation did not approve of the cross-play and the cross-progression. They've always had an issue. And people always get this wrong. They think that PlayStation does not want crossplay, which is not true. They don't care about crossplay. What they care about is the cross progression, the cross save. Okay? And what that means is if you go into the store and you're buying outfits and expansions and all kinds of stuff from the store on Xbox, on PC, on Switch, they are available for you to use on PlayStation. That's money PlayStation lost out on. That Sony lost out on. So Sony requires anybody who wants to have cross progression, give them a 30% of the purchase items that is bought in the PlayStation Store to make up for the losses from anybody else, buying something on another storefront. Not everybody agrees to that right away, or agrees to it at all, which is why a lot of games doesn't have cross-save, or cross-progression. You might have cross-save, like I think Destiny had cross-save, or cross-play, which means you can play with anybody in any system, but if you buy an expansion on PlayStation, you can't play that expansion on PC or Xbox. You have to buy it through that system. And that's the same thing for skins and whatever else you buy. You can't carry those over. If it's not naturally given away as a free item, you can't use it. Because PlayStation does not allow it. Because Bungie never wanted to pay for that, 30%. Of course, that had to mainly do with Activision, because Activision owned them at the time. But still. One man's greed, we all know who I'm talking about.
I can't believe how many new friends I've made.
But yeah, we'll come here to all areas. I can safely tell you there are a ton of characters from all 3 expansions that you have to collect. Good luck. Have fun. The worst part is that this only is, I have to serve people only in Remy's restaurant. Normally it's like serve anybody in any of the restaurants, which means I can go down to Tiana's place and I could feed them. That will come in time. Everything comes in time. You have to unlock certain characters first before he becomes available. Because certain characters are involved, including Donald. Everything comes in time. You just gotta wait. You can't rush it, unfortunately. It's the same thing. Like right now, when you start off the game, you're gonna have Merlin, you're gonna have Goofy, you're gonna have Mickey, and that's pretty much it. When you unlock the Forest of Valor, you will run into another new character, and then there's a quest to capture another character, or free another character. Then Mickey will ask you to help him find Minnie Mouse. And everything goes in progression. You have to progress the storyline for all the characters to come out. You can't just rush in and say, oh, I want to get this character now, I want to get this character now. The only thing you can do is do things in the proper progression. The one thing you do have a choice on, though, is that the first 4 additional characters in the castle are yours to choose. Do you choose to unlock Remy? Do you choose to unlock Wally? Who was the other one? Shit. Blah 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 blah. My brain is dead. Hold on. Map. Yeah, it was Remy, it was Wally, I think it was Frozen. So it would have been Anna and Elsa. And then Moana. Those 4 doors are available for you to unlock in whatever order or whatever sequence you want to unlock them in. I mean, that is totally up to you. After that, everybody else, because they were released over time, the rest of the characters will just randomly come up one after the other when you finish with the characters. I don't know if they all are available right off the bat, or if it happens over time, because again, some people's quests require you to have this person unlocked, that person unlocked. See, like you see right here, okay? For Jasmine, to unlock her, I think it was her 4th, it was either her 4th level quest or a 7th level quest, I had to have Mike Wazowski unlocked, and I had to have Belle unlocked. So now that she's 10th level, in order to unlock the 10th level quest completely, I had to make sure I have Mulan and the Fairy Godmother in the Valley unlocked. If they are not available, that quest will not unlock. That's how everything works. So if you choose to go one direction, not another, you may stagnate yourself from unlocking a character's full quest line, which means you won't be able to get those rewards. And I think everybody pretty much has something like that to that situation somewhere in the thing. You have to unlock certain things to unlock certain quests. I mean, like I said, they all have it. Unfortunately, I can't show you everything because a lot of it isn't here anymore. Because once their quest is done and they are completed, they're taken off the board. And they are no longer available. which is why you don't see anybody else's friendship quests over here, because everybody else is already 10th level. These are the only two I'm working on. Okay, let's go back in here. Yeah, I can try to go... I can try to go over to Tiana's, but I don't know if it's going to work. See, now this is one of the new things they just added with this recent update, and that is being able to see all the orders that people have here. Normally you had to memorize them all, which was a pain, and I don't have any... I hate that dish. Here are all the gifts for anybody who has gifts. If you have a favorite item, you can store it there. Okay, so
Huh? Talk to you later.
a big thing too, though, also is if you're trying to level somebody up and they're in the restaurant, oh, wait a minute, whoa, what's going on? Okay, my nephew just unlocked the VIP thingy. I'm gonna have to do that in the thing, I think. Yeah, I know, I saw that, Mysterious. That's what threw me off. For a moment, I got confused. Because the thing said something else for a second, and that's... and it threw me completely off. Okay. Silly boy, you're already a VIP. He's my nephew. He used those points for no reason whatsoever. That's okay. I don't have a lot to do with the points right now anyways, just because I don't have a lot of options yet. I'm a small channel. There really isn't a lot I can do.
Goodbye.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go fishing. I hate fishing. It takes so long and it's so random. Like I said, I can try going to Tiana's and see if... Oh, need that. Free moonstones.
We really need to talk.
Yeah, I know, hon. I gotta get back to you too. I'm already an hour in. I'm still no closer to finishing Aladdin's quest. Which I should have finished last time. But I didn't because I wasn't... I wasn't feeling good after a while. It's just I knew I had to go lay down. Ah, crap. Salt. That's another thing I have to go fishing for. Okay, we're just gonna see if this works. I doubt it, because they're very specific about Remy's customers. Nope, didn't think so. Okay. Scatter coin. Okay, perfect. For those of you who don't know what this scatter coin is, it is a game that was introduced. Hey, Woody,
Howdy,
you're
partner.
perfect. That was introduced during the Eternity Isle update. Everybody has a game level 1, 2, and 3. Depends on how hard or difficult they are. Everybody has their own little game pieces, and you're going to use a board that constantly randomly shifts and changes. So this is the board this time, but next time it will be something else entirely different. Okay, you then choose your figures. You have to collect a lot of them. You will go, as you go through, you gain levels, and as you go through the levels, you will gain more characters. You will get 5 from the very start, but you have to unlock the rest of them as you go along. What I found out from somebody is that your best options are these 3 right here, and then the 5th character, it depends on what you want. I usually use Gaston a lot of times because Gaston basically can start from the border and he can go right across the board as long as there's nothing in his way. It's only on PS5. Okay. Not overly surprising. You're also going to be very limited. Unfortunately, I can tell you that right now. I'll explain that in a moment, though. Okay? Someone like Stitch, even though he only moves 3 spaces, if he comes up against an obstacle, he will break it. He also will pass through the walls on the way to breaking it. There's a couple other characters that will also break walls. Like Pumbaa here. Pumbaa's another one that moves from point A to point B straight across the board, and if he runs into an obstacle, he will break it. You've never seen this? That's because it's part of the Eternity Isle DLC. So it depends on the character. Each character has their own movements and abilities. Some have more options than others. You can always click on them on the bottom and see what it is if you're not sure what they are. So the reason why we're picking these guys here, Cogsworth and Lumiere have 2 movement places. They can go anywhere on the border of the game. Cogswell and both characters basically start off moving 1 in any direction. So they can move, up, down, left, right, or to either side. It doesn't matter. After that, the difference is that Cogswell only moves up and down 2 spaces, while Lumiere moves diagonally 2 spaces. So you gotta look at the board where all the stuff is on the board to decide which one you want to move. Rapunzel, who can only be moved after the 3rd turn is up. Kind of, but not really. Because you're not trying to capture pieces, you're trying to capture coins. The person with the most coins wins. Now, like I said, she can only move 1 space. But you can put her anywhere on the board. And if she's near any 3 coins or any coins whatsoever, she automatically collects them. Now, we have special gold, shiny gold coins that are worth more points. So you want to try to capture those as much as possible. Okay. Then we have Eve. Eve can only it says her entry points are in the corner, but I a lot of times what I do is I'll substitute somebody on who's already on the board. I'll put her down. But if I'm going to use her directly, yeah, she can only be in the corner spots. However, she can move almost anywhere on the board. As you can see, there's 8 spots. So you could literally just jump her from point A to point B. So if there's like a special gold coin, that a flashy gold coin, you can jump straight to that coin and collect it without having to go through anything else. And she's not hindered by movement speed, because she ignores everything else. Like I said, the last person really doesn't matter. I used to use Scrooge because when Scrooge gets done, after he collects a coin, he always collects an extra coin. So if you move on through the 2 spaces and you collected 2 coins, he's going to collect a 3rd one automatically. So we're always guaranteed to get extra coins with him. But he only moves 2 spaces and he's not very fluent. If the other player is taking up the coins around him, he's kind of shit out of luck. I said you have other characters, like you have Nala here, who can move 2 spaces diagonally, and then she moves another 2 spaces and another diagonally again. So you can, go up and then, well, across the left and then across down to the left, or back to the, or up to the right, depends on how you want to do it. I think she can also move straight forward if you really felt like it, but that's not the point. She has that option. Same with Simba. Simba's the exact same thing, but he does left or up and down twice. So again, it depends on who you feel like is more usable, but I find that somebody who has a lot more usability. So we'll show you how this game works. So you see, there are the coins. They're all silver. We want the gold coins, which comes later on in the 3rd act. So, if I pick Lumiere, I put him right here. First move, we'll go there. Next 2 moves, we'll bring him there. I've now collected 2 coins. Mickey only collected 2 coins also, so now we're at the same space. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move Lumiere. Cogsworth. Actually, you know what? We're gonna move from here. Go forward, and go forward 2 more spaces. If I have to go across, I can. The coins will keep adding as you go along. Mickey kind of hinders me, unfortunately. Big problem is if the fence was there, I would get stuck. I couldn't do anything. Now, here's where Rapunzel comes in. I'm going to move her there. Then I move her 1 space in. She's going to collect this coin and then suck up the other 3. Boom! We're going to come over here. And then we're going to go ahead and go that way. Lumiere will go this way, and then to up. So that puts me at 10. And he has 7. So there's the first gold coin. In fact, both gold coins are down there. Sheesh. Okay. That makes things really tough on me. Because I will only be able to capture one of the coins. Oh, didn't click on her. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Oh, he didn't get that coin. That is silly. Okay. I am definitely going to be missing a coin, but that's okay. We're going to skip. Rapunzel's going to go there and grab those 2 coins and the gold coin. Cogsworth will go down and then across and grab that gold coin. And then she'll just take that one. That puts me at 30. It is very rare for the opponent to ever get 30 coins, because they don't play good enough. Even at level 3, they don't play well enough to get 30. Once you've gotten 30 coins, you are pretty much set and the game is over, as you can see. Done and dusted. And this is the thing I was talking about, the level up. As you can see, you get Lumiere within the first few. By 10 you get Simba, and they go all the way around. So yeah, the whole idea is to try the best you can to win as many matches as you can. You will, even if you lose, you'll still go up a few spaces. But the whole idea is to try to get through and get the characters unlocked that is important to this game. Again, that is Lumiere, Cogsworth way over there, Rapunzel, which is over here by the 240. And oh yeah, Ava's up front right there by right after Lumiere. I was messed up. But yeah, I think when you start off, you get Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, and Uncle Scrooge. Thank you for the game, sir. Oh, wait. Right here. Again, at any time, you can come in here and you can look and see what your characters, what each character does. Unfortunately, they haven't unlocked any new characters. I think Jafar was the last one to come out for the game, because they did not introduce any new characters or new little statues for the game with the new expansion, which kind of sucks. I was hoping to get, you know, some of these other characters, but nope. So your first character, like I said, is Donald. which he has no play conditions. He starts off at either corner, and he can move 3 spaces in any direction. You have Goofy. I thought Goofy's was different. Oh yeah, he jumps. That's what I thought. So basically what happens is like what you saw earlier with Remy, or not Remy, with Rafiki, he will jump forward 3 spaces, turn anywhere in the map. Mickey will move 3 directions, left, right, up, or down. Minnie moves 3 diagonally and can be on the borders anywhere as well. Then Uncle Scrooge, like I said, is in the corners, but he can move 2 spaces in any direction, and he gains that extra coin at the end of his turn each time. You then unlock other characters like this one is quite unique. So yeah, so that's one of the big things they show you out there is like, because he is going to move 1 up or down, or left, right, diagonal, up and down, left, right, diagonal again, but he cannot land on a coin. If his turn ends on a coin, you have to go back a space and end his turn there. Really weird. Daisy can only be played after turn 2. She can move anywhere on the board, and then she can jump anywhere. As you can see, she jumps 3 spaces, kind of like the way Goofy does. However, Daisy's big thing is that she can land on any other character. If there's a person already on the space she wants to move to, she sends that figurine to her original spot. And then she takes over, and that's where she starts her next turn. So, very sneaky. And like I said, each character has its own unique abilities and what have yous, and it's quite... It's a little complex, but like I said, once you get used to the ideas and you understand the basic principles, it becomes very easy to play. I have not lost a match since this guy told me what 4 characters to have in the match, and yeah, I've literally won repeatedly. It's not even funny. Okay, so I thought Doc and the Outlook. Oh, wrong thing. Okay, don't have fishing bait. That's okay. Now, you might ask, why do I like the fishing? When the fishing was first introduced, it was fine enough. You just gotta make sure you get the things in the circles, the whole 9 yards. And they've actually changed it now so that you can go into the settings. And you can change it, so all you have to do is hold the button. For the fishing to complete the fish. So I don't have to sit there and fight with it. The problem is that fishing is kind of random. God damn it. there are, in most cases, multiple fish you can get from any of the fishing spots. Which means you're not guaranteed to get the fish you want. You might get like 2 or even 3 in a row. But after that, you know, it's probably going to change what fish you get, and now you have to sit there and, you know, fish 5, 6, 8, 10 more times before you get the fish you want again. You know, and unfortunately that's the way it is with most fishing games. You know, they're all random. What was I going to say about what? Oh, that's right, I forgot about that part. There is a nasty little thing called the extra limit. Extra object limit. Because you're on PlayStation 4, same as with the Xbox One and the Switch, you are limited to 60 items and a 300 or 3,000 item limit. Now, if you're putting down like multiple trash cans, they still count as one. They still stack as one. But once an area is filled with the 60 items, you can't put anything more down. So you have to be very careful what you want to put where and how much you want to have on the field. Because of the greater capacity of the processing power of PCs, of the Xbox Series S and X and PlayStation 5, they were able to increase it. So I actually have double the room that you have. I was struggling there. Until they did that, I was struggling because I couldn't put anything else on my field anywhere. I had stuff I wanted to put down. I had characters I wanted to put down. If there are events that goes on, people want to, you know, you have like maybe a date night that this character wants to have. In order for you to put that stuff down, you had to literally clear out stuff on your in the area in order to be able to place those items down. You were constantly having to change your valley every time you had a quest that required you to put stuff down, because you're limited on how much you can actually do. It was a pain in the you-know-what. So I do feel sorry for you. It's going to be a problem. There is one nice thing, though. This. Voila! It is still considered night. Characters will still say goodnight to you, as they would, you know, if, you know, it was still dark.
Gee, there's some mean old birds around here.
But if you don't want to be in the dark, or you want to see what something looks like in the dark, then you can change the time of day at any time you want in order to get that look you want. Also, for Switch users, I know you can change time of day on your systems. Don't. It breaks the game.
Hello? Could you help me for a a moment?
It has been known to crash the system, and literally you would lose everything. You would have to literally start over from scratch. It is not the way to go. I know a lot of people are used to advancing time to get what they want. You know, like wanting the vegetables to grow faster, or, you know, crops to grow, you know, faster, or whatever, or things, certain things happen, but you can't do it. Can I still get all the characters except, yeah, except for the ones in Rift in Time, and more than likely you're not gonna be the if Rift in Time is tied to the PlayStation 5, then more than likely so is
Things, Jake.
the Storybook Veil, so you probably won't get those characters either. However, if you are planning on getting the PlayStation 5 in the future, you will be able to go back and get those characters after that point in time. Especially if you already paid for the DLC. Okay, so let's get started on hers, because it's going to be a while before I get what's his name's done. Sammy, we have a problem, and I think it might be linked to your secret journal. I'll need your help to figure it out. Okay, I'm always happy to help. I'm so glad, because this is very strange. I was taking a walk this morning and saw Donald duck. He seemed quite upset about something. That's typical Donald, though, yeah. I suppose that's true. But he wanted to help. I wanted to help, so I asked him what was wrong. Apparently, his house has completely covered in old fish. Old fish? Where did they come from? That's the thing. Donald has no idea. But he did tell me when they started to appear, and it's right when we opened your secret journal. Ah, that can't be a coincidence at all. Not at all. I'll go talk to Donald and try to get to the bottom of this. Can you ask around and see if anyone else has noticed anything odd? Of course. Good luck with Donald.
Please let me know if you need anything.
Okay, so Donald is on the docks. I used to have him in one of the ponds in the meadow, because the meadow used to be like my Disneyland area, and the Toontown houses are all part of that section. I then moved all the Toontown houses up to the forest, and unfortunately his house didn't fit anymore in the river, so I had to circumvent it and bring it back out here. How's your day going? Why do bad things always happen to me? I can't do Donald's voice, sorry. What happened this time? I was reeling in a great big fish when Goofy came by. Tripped over my bucket of worms. Okay. Oh, this is just a regular talking point. Weird. Okay, maybe that will... Oh, goodness. Ugh. Okay. Now I see what's going on. I thought it was outside, not inside his house. Oh, goodness. The last time this happened, or something like this happened, Penelope was trying to play a trick on him. That wasn't very nice of her. Hello, Dono. I heard you were having problems with some fish. That's one way to put it. I've been tormented by old stinky fish. Fish, 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 fish. Everywhere fish. And not even nice fresh fish either. Did someone bring them to you? Nope. They just appeared out of nowhere. It must be some sort of fish magic. Wait. Fish magic or wish magic? Did you wish for these fish to appear? Maybe, but it's not my fault. I was just frustrated by how few fish I was catching. That's why. Okay, that makes more sense. And did you wish for them? Well, sure, I guess. I did. But what does that have to do with anything? I think some sort of wish magic is loose in the valley. But I can't be sure just yet. Okay, so yeah, I already cleaned up the fishies for him, so let me talk to him. I know why I'm giving him too much, just get rid of him. Thank you, Sammy. I feel much better since those fish disappeared. Yeah, you might want to air out the house a little bit too. It seems to be a pretty overwhelming situation. I'm glad I was able to help out. Now that I'm not smelling fish, I remember something that you might want to know. What is it? I saw Anna today. Usually she's pretty happy, but she seemed upset. She kept muttering something about the house being in chocolate chaos. Seemed pretty peculiar. Oh boy, I better talk to Anna and see what's going on. Yeah, that one tends to wish for chocolate a lot. She's always asking where she can get her hands on more chocolate. I can see this is going to be a disaster of a mission. Okay. Anna, where are you? Oh, one of the nice things that got changed over to with the recent thing is that, oh, there she is. Characters used to go to bed at various times and would get up at various times, which meant, if you got on early in the morning, you may not be able to talk to Minnie or Goofy or even Donald because they didn't get up until later on, like around noon or so, and stay up fairly late. However, someone like Ursula would probably be in bed by, you know, say 8, 9 o'clock in the evening. So like me, when I stream, if I didn't already start the game and talk to her and have her join with me, which if you go back to any of the videos I have of the game on YouTube, you'll see that. I had to literally get to her before she went to bed and ask her to join me so that I can complete her missions and stuff and have her with me and not have to worry about her going to bed and then me being stuck until the next day because I could no longer talk to her, which made a lot of missions really difficult because I couldn't talk to certain people. Now they will go home. They will go to their houses, but they won't sleep. So you can talk to anybody at any given time. The funny thing is that they didn't really sleep to begin with. I noticed that because what's his name? What's his name? God damn it. Shit. I can't remember his name. Anna's boyfriend. He would always turn in early, but if Anna was home and awake, you can enter the house and still talk to him, because he would be there moving around. Christoph, thank you. You know, so like if he went to the house and Christoph was asleep, you couldn't talk to him. But if Anna went home but didn't go to bed right away, you can now enter the house as if you're going to talk to Anna and talk to Christoph. So, thank you. Oh, you know what? Again, I'm gonna have to go to the house. I forgot about that. That's the thing too, is that Anna and Christoph's house is probably one of the few houses like Mickey, Goofy, Merlin, and Anna's castle were already placed. I'm not sure about Donald's. I think his might have already placed on the beach as well. After that, everybody else's house you had to build and decide where they were going. So like Minnie's house, I had to decide where Minnie's house was going to be placed. And originally she was in the plaza, and then I wanted to redesign the plaza a certain way, so they got moved to the meadow, and then I moved everybody over here. Same thing though, the castle used to be right here in this spot. Then I moved my house here. Then I moved Minnie into that spot. Their castle looks more like a winter castle, so I moved it up here. So, let's see what this disaster is. And oy vey. Okay.
Have a good evening.
Chocolate and cookies everywhere.
Wow, am I happy to see you.
I bet you are. I'm so glad you're here. I could really use some help.
Yeah.
What happened? I don't know. 1 second, I was wishing I could eat chocolate every day, and the next, well... yeah. All this stuff turned out... I turned into chocolate? Not exactly. Though you ain't far off. Suddenly, everything I touched turned to chocolate. Oh, good God. That's even worse. It's so weird. I wish for chocolate at least once a day. But this time, something actually happened. See, I told you she wishes for it almost every day. I know what happened. There's some wish magic loose in the valley. I haven't quite gotten to the bottom of it yet, but I'm working on it. Wish magic? That sounds like it could get dangerous. Jasmine's looking into it. She'll let me know if anything bad can come from this. But first things first. I'd like to help you with all this chocolate in your house. Please. I can't eat anything more chocolate today. I love it. But it's just not practical. It's a delicious problem, but a problem nevertheless. I'll just go ahead and pick up all the chocolate for you.
Oh, look at all the stars.
You're indoors, girl. There is no stars. Interesting. I didn't notice. I haven't been in their house in a long time. There used to be a door right here. You couldn't go in it, but there was a door there, looking like it was going to like the bedrooms or whatever. But apparently, they removed it. Very, very strange.
Hey, over here.
She looks like she's stuck over there. I don't know why I'm giving them the stuff back. They wanted to get rid of it. They don't want to have it back.
Hi.
Here you go. It's all the chocolate I found around the house. Oh, no. I can't even look at him any more chocolate right now. Please, can you get rid of him for me? I suppose I could eat them for you, if you insist. Yes, please. Just get rid of it.
Ooh, we are so lucky to have you here.
Okay, so... Okay, so I gotta eat all 11 pieces of chocolate now? Really? Now? You know, the thing this game makes me do. I was gonna save them for later. Especially since my bar is like almost full. But I won't be able to finish the storyline until I actually get this done. There we go. Oh, I gotta talk to her inside the house again? Oh. I should have known. Is she actually in the house? Uh-oh. That's what I thought. She's stuck.
Hi.
Oh, thank you so much, Sammy. I didn't want any of that chocolate going to waste, but I can't eat another bite. Eating chocolate to help a friend isn't such a bad way to spend my time. Before you go, there's something else I wanted to mention. Oh no, what now? I'm not sure. I'm not sure I have room for any more food-related emergencies. Oh, don't worry. It's nothing like that. Okay. So earlier today, even though I was completely freaked out about my chocolate dilemma, there was one person who could cheer me up. Oh, really? Who? Mike Wazowski. Okay, that's pretty funny. He is, but the weird part is that he was making me laugh without telling any jokes. That definitely sounds like more wish magic causing havoc. I'll go talk to Mike and see what his wish was, or what he wished for exactly. I can't speak. Blah 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 blah. Okay, Mike Wazowski. Figures. Like any good comedian, you don't want to do the work, you just want everyone to laugh at your jokes. No matter what. I heard him. There he is. Mike?
Me, we're gonna do big things.
Hey, Mike. I heard something. I heard some things are going a little funny over here.
Oh.
Sammy, I'm so glad to hear you. It's the craziest thing. I was minding my own business, thinking about being the funniest guy in the valley, and bam! Wherever I go, everybody laughs at me. How come I'm not laughing then? You are the funniest guy here.
Yeah.
I am, aren't I? But that's beside the point. I got a real problem here. Now everybody laughs at me, even if I'm just standing there. To tell you the truth, it's starting to hurt my feelings. I think I need to see this to believe it. Can you demonstrate? Sure, follow me to Mr. McDuck's store, and I'll show you what I
There's
mean.
a couple of frowns around here I'd like to turn upside down. Wow, there it is. Hi, folks. Well, that's it. That's my set thing.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go in without him again. Okay, where is Mike? There's Mike.
You do know you're rather heroic, don't you?
Uh-oh.
I'm just living the dream.
I think I'll read a little
Just
before
who I
bed.
wanted to see.
You see what I mean? I can't talk to anyone about anything without them laughing in my face. I can see how that would that would feel hurtful, but I think I have an explanation. First, I need to know, did you happen to wish out loud to be funnier? No, I mean, I can't really be funnier. Now can I? But I might have wished to crack everybody up. But what's that got to do with it? Jasmine and I opened an old journal of mine, and it seems to have released some wish magic into the valley. I'll go catch up with Jasmine, see if she's learned anything that can help us get it under control.
You've been a terrific audience.
Yeah. Okay, that's a real problem. Oh, I never did find the one snail. Again, because it's near impossible to find the snail. The worst part too is that when they added this section, they extended the gems and the fish from Dreamlight Valley over into Eternity Isle, which meant now instead of just having like 3 to 4 fish per area, you're now dealing with 5 or 6 because you're now collecting older fish. You know, so I end up getting a lot of bass and a lot of tuna and a lot of fish I already have plenty of that I don't want. I want the newer stuff because that's what I'm trying to collect, so I can make all the foods and stuff that you need to make. And yeah, it's a pain in the butt, and it's even worse for Starbuck Vale, because the Vale, unfortunately, well, let me try to put this in perspective. This is one area. So you're going to have a bunch of fish in this area, right? This is its own separate area. You're going to have your own fish in this section. This section here is its own area. You might have some fish the same as these ones here, but this is pretty much separate. This area is broken up into multiple areas. If you're standing on this side, you're going to catch one section of fish. If you're standing on this side, you're going to catch a different side of fish. Really weird. But yeah, you have different fish in this area, a different fish in this area, different fish that you can catch over here, different fish you can catch over there, and different fish you can catch over here. But they did extend some of the fish from Dreamlight Valley into the new area. So the bass, you can see, can be caught in the lagoon, in the grasslands, in the promenade, in the grove, and in the lagoon of Eternity Isle. Same with the cod. But this one's even worse because the cod can also be caught in the deck and on the overlook, but now it can be caught in the wild woods, the Teapot Falls, the Fallen Fortress, and the Beanstalk Marshes in the Storybook Vale. So that means 9 times out of 10, when you're fishing in the Vale, you're going to be catching cod. Not the fish you want to catch. And they even limited how many fish you can catch. That's it. Okay, remember, this is all the fish you can catch in Dreamlight Valley. This is all the fish you can catch in Eternity Isle. And this is the only fish you catch in Starbuck Vale that are specific to that location. Most of the time you're fishing, you are collecting crap from everywhere else. Or from Dreamlight Valley. Honestly, I felt almost kind of cheated for the price that they're offering for this update to literally collect so few fish, so few items. That it seems like you've got less items. And that's the same with the gems too. These are all the gems that you get from Starbuck Vale. And again, look how many areas there is. all 4 lands, and you're going to get that 1 gem in all 4 of them, instead of each gem having 2 of its own gem. There's almost the same amount of area to cover, and you're collecting much less stuff. Oh, wow. Corella, thank you for the follow. You're actually my 530th follower. Thank you. Appreciate that. And Mysterious, sorry, I will get the water right now because I do need it. Yeah, you definitely got a lot more out of Eternity Isle than you did get out of Storybook Vale. If it wasn't for the fact that I wanted those characters, and I like completing the stories and stuff like that to go along with it, I probably, if I would have known that was how much I was getting for that price, I probably would have waited to went on sale and get it later. Because it's not worth the price tag they're asking for it. It should have been much lower, a price tag. But that's me. Okay. Where is Jasmine now? I saw her earlier. Roman. Ah, she's over there. God damn it. I hate that thing. Okay, oh, dang it. She's going over there now. Oh, big chance for bronze. I've spoken to Donald, Anna, and Mike. All of them have made wishes that have gone a little haywire. That lines up with a theory I have. In your journal, you wrote, if only wishes really did come true. What if opening the journal caused this strange wish magic to escape? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking something similar. I thought you might have worked that out already. But now, we need to rein in the magic so it stops creating such chaos. How do we do that?
I really like how everyone helps.
I'm not sure. Do you remember the wish you wrote about in your journal? Huh, they're all good. I'm gonna say more freedom. I think as a child, he was thrust into, or as a child, I should say, you are thrust into ruling this land and taking care of everybody's problems and listening to everybody's complaints and dealing with all the bad guys and trying to rein them in. Your character is probably 10 years old? That's a lot of responsibility to ask a small child. That's right. So maybe if you do something to embrace your freedom, the wish magic can be contained again. That's a good idea. Hmm. Decorating a room in my house. I've already decorated so many rooms in so many houses. I don't have enough stuff to actually do that much. So I think we're gonna go with the foods. Pappy's, a cooked meal is just to your taste is a wonderful way to do what you want to do. Okay, I'll go cook 2 of my favorite meals, and I'll make sure they're really reflective of me.
The night is full of mysteries just waiting for us.
Okay, so first off, we're gonna get rid of this thing. You're in the way. So, because Remy's restaurant is in both areas, and I got this really cool house mod, which is supposed to be like a bakery. I made this look like a little piece of Paris. These are new items that we were able to craft and create by helping Remy with this little individual task of his. And so, yeah, I got it all set up over here so that we have all these beautiful... Why is that light bulb not lit? That's weird.
When I tell Grimsby about this place, he's never gonna believe me.
You know, like I said, so the whole thing looks like a nice little, you know, corner, you know, French corner. Okay. And of course, bakery isn't a bakery without lots of good treats. Okay. You know what? I'm a huge fan of pizza. And of course I have these wonderful little windows which gives you a look outside of France. The French countryside. The other 2 rooms I haven't really done anything with or decorated with yet. This is just another kitchen.
Time for this here dragon beauty
Shoot, I blew that one well. Come on, please. Sammy, I've been monitoring the secret journal very carefully. Whatever you've done is working. But it still looks like you'll have to do just a bit more. I already dressed the way I want anyways. So we'll do the crafting. Wonderful, craft any item you want. Just make sure it's something you love.
Let's do this again.
And by the way, these egg bushes are something you have to craft the seeds for. They're there just in case. I never use them though. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I completely forgot about these. I was thinking the regular chest, and I forgot he has his own set of chests. Because someone was talking about this, because the gold chest, if you look at the, these guys here, they acquire Dreamlight. It also acquires more, items. So instead of the 5 gold, this one only asks for 2. It only asks for 7 of the dark wood. It does ask for, 18 of the dry wood, but also asks for 2 tinkering parts. No Dreamlight is involved. So I can make these for much cheaper. And without having to worry about wasting Dreamlight. So now I have his chest done. Perfect. And I can finish off Jasmine's thing. You did, Sammy. The wish magic is completely contained in your journal. I can tell because it feels calmer now. I don't know how to explain it. It feels a lot better now. Doing the things you wanted to do. Or doing the things I wanted to do just for me felt really good. I'm glad to hear it. Though I'd still like to make sure that the wish magic is gone for good. That was my line. I don't know, I was thinking. Maybe we can check in with Mike. His wish magic didn't work on you because you're the owner of the journal. But if I go near him and I can control my laughter, we'll know that everything's back to normal. Great idea. Let's go test out the wish. Oh, let's go check out the wish magic by talking to Mike. He could probably use a visit anyways. He was feeling down since everybody was laughing at him.
Goodbye.
Oh, there is Mike.
I think I'll read a little before bed. Over here.
Perfect. Okay. Duh. No, not him.
Oh, there it is. Hi, folks. Well, that's it. That's my set. Thanks for coming out.
He never finishes a set. He starts it and ends it. What we did, Sammy, we opened up the secret journal and contained the wish magic. Not only that, I also learned it's important to take care of my own needs.
How interesting.
Yes, that is very important. You deserve care, Sammy. Please don't ever forget that. You know, And I think I understand now why you gave the journal to me to protect. You should hold on to the journal.
Oh, there it is. Hi, folks. Well, that's it. That's my set. Thanks for coming out. You were great. And,
The journal, wow.
tell your friends and your enemies.
Looking at it makes
Drive home safe.
me feel a lot of things.
I'm
Thank you,
kinda writing
Jasmine.
this up as I go.
The journal is a part of me and a part of my history.
You were great.
It means a lot to have it. Oh, I have one last thing to give you.
Drive home safe. Walk home. Whatever.
I so love spending this time with you. I wanted to give you something as a token of our friendship.
You were great. And, tell your friends and your enemies. And, drive home safe. Walk home.
You did
Okay.
a fabulous job.
So there goes that.
Oh, there it is. Hi.
That flower I would like to put out someplace. There it is. Because it's such a pretty thing. Okay, there we go. Now, let's go find Aladdin and get his stall taken care of. Oh, he's right behind us.
We need to talk.
Right, there's your sign and your boxes. Everything's looking good. And hey, while I was working, I had another idea. It'd be nice to have a bit of Agrabah here in the valley. What if we made our own marketplace? I already
I
did.
think so.
We can get other villagers who have stalls involved. Or at least ask them for advice. I've already pretty much done that. I was just going to move his stall over to the rest of the stuff over there. Alright. Did you go talk to the stall owners?
Huh?
Okay, he's
Anyone
making
need help with anything?
finishing touches. Okay. Sorry, I kind of booked through all that. I know. Interesting. That's weird. There's nothing else to look at. Okay. Go away.
Hello.
Hey, Sammy. Aladdin told me you were putting up a marketplace. That's a pretty great idea.
About this place. He's never gonna believe me.
I used to sell a lot of ice in the markets in Arendelle. Any advice about running the stall? Wow. When I first met Anna, Elsa had accidentally made a permanent winter in Arendelle. With snow and ice everywhere that was pretty severe. It's really cutting off my ice business. People wouldn't need what I was selling, so that's my advice. Sell something people really want and need. Alright, can we add your stalls in the marketplace? Yeah, I'd love to have a place in your marketplace. As long as there's room, I'll have to make a few adjustments because I wasn't planning on having all these things there.
Could use a few more sleds around here.
Okay, so why is it's weird that I have to talk to Merlin because Merlin doesn't have a stall. Hey Tiana, Aladdin and I are putting together a marketplace right here in the valley, including our new gem stall. Well now, that sounds marvelous. Any advice on running a successful stall?
I see.
Sure. Have fun with it. Just because it's a business doesn't mean it can't be fun.
That's peachy keen.
You can experiment and try new offerings. Every now and then, it keeps your customers curious, and you get to innovate and enjoy the experience. Okay, so you're interested in adding yours to the... If there's room, I'd be happy to be right there in the middle of everything. Of course. Here's the one I put the whole thing together. I'll leave the final decisions to you, Sammy. Okay. So now I'm wondering if I will be able to use the one I have over here. I might have to move everything to the actual valley. Where is Mr. Goofy? Goofy's over there. Wow, there's a lot of people that want me to talk to.
All right now, we have work to do.
Oh, there's something else. Hey, Merlin, I found this strange object in the valley. And it made things go wrong. It's a diary Jasmine and I found. I wrote it when I was younger, but I don't remember doing that at all. When I held it in my hands, yeah, I'll go with no to me. I see. What a peculiar response. And you have no memory of this object? No, but I feel it brought up something strong. Strong and perhaps a little turbulent by the sounds of it. I believe what you found is a magic memento.
Goodness.
They're created when someone takes an experience, perhaps a compliment or even an unpleasant one, and seals it away. Whoops. Okay. Never mind that. Oh, hi, Rio. Thanks for joining. Where it can no longer reach them.
Yes,
And I
indeed.
bet, in this instant, that someone was you. I made this memento thing? And what does it mean? It means that before the forgetting, you use your powers to get rid of an emotional memory. experience contained within the memento is starting to push back and escape the object, hence the odd magical chaos. Feelings, after all, do not like to be denied or pushed away. They always return, often stronger, until they are dealt with. These feelings must be embraced and understood. Okay, so what's next? Well, I would imagine the object you mentioned is not the only one of its kind hidden in the valley. You should keep your eyes and ears open for more mementos, and for the problems they will most certainly cause. Only you can face the feelings stored inside and set things right again. Facing emotions that pre-forgetting me magically sealed away. I'm wondering if it's actually him or the dark side of him. I'm gonna craft a box and clean the dishes. Just another day in the valley, huh? Yes, I suppose you're right, but don't forget, you've become quite capable at pushing back mayhem with your Dreamlight magic, and, well, I believe I can speak for the entire valley when I say we are here to help you weather these storms, whatever form they may take. Now then, be sure to store the mementos you find somewhere safe. It's certain they will lead back to something or someone who was quite important to you at the time you created them.
Thank you. Very kind.
So that is a totally different storyline. Okay, okay, so everybody else is down here. No time for monkey business. Milan.
Over here.
Hey Milan, Aladdin and I are putting together a marketplace right here in the valley. Oh, that's right. Milan mentioned, or Mushu mentioned, you two were working on something big. Any advice on running this stall?
Oh.
Well, I don't know if you remember, Sammy, but we built the tea stall because I miss drinking tea with my friends here in the valley.
Okay.
I love tea. I love my friends. So, that's my advice. Make sure your stall sells something you love. Can we add your stall to the to the marketplace? If you have the space, I would love my stall to be there instead.
Please let me know if you need anything.
I'll see what I can do, thanks, Milan.
I think I'll read a little before bed.
Okay, so yeah, see what's gonna happen is that a lot of these stalls were put together already in the valley. I don't think I can move them. So I'm probably gonna have to find a place in the valley, someplace to store everything.
Glad you're here.
Because a lot of them, like I said, happened. Well, some, not a lot of them, but some of them happened before this area was available. In some cases, at Goofy Stall, I have Goofy Stall all over the place. I could, use one of his, anywhere I please. That's not a problem. But Tiana's was specifically done I have it outside of her restaurant, which means I'd have to move its location, which I hate because I like where it's at. Still, hers would have to be moved, and Beast has a flower stand that he has, which is in the valley already. I can't possibly move that over here because those objects, once they're placed, do not move. They don't give you that option for some reason. I don't know why. They just don't give you that option. Who else has one? There's a couple people have different types of things. Well, we know about Mulan's. Hers was actually put in the valley also. Even though I probably could have put it up here, but I wanted to add the stall to the walkway in front of, or in the Toontown area, to add more, textures and stuff. Because it was supposed to be like an extension of my Disneyland park, and I wanted to have more food options and stuff. So, Sammy, is it true? You and Aladdin are building a marketplace? You have any advice for running a great stall? I suppose my greenhouse is a stall of sorts, though I don't want to sell anything. I only want to make nice things that will make others happy. And I think that's a good stall. That good stall can do that. Thanks, Beast. Great advice. You're very welcome. Could we add your greenhouse to the lineup? If you like, I would be honored. Thanks, Beast.
Thank you.
Okay, so now Mr. Goofy, I don't know where he just disappeared to. I thought I saw him. Ah, there he goes. Ah. You know what? I should highlight him so I can figure out where he's going at any given time. There he is. I'm surprised we haven't asked Gaston, but his stall is not in the valley. His stall is here with him.
Hi there, pal.
Also, he's a bit selfish. I don't think he'd have good advice. Hey, Sammy. Is it true you and Aladdin are building a marketplace in the valley? Any advice for running a successful stall? Gosh. I guess the best thing to do is to get stuff local. So everything's fresh. Oh, and offer lots of variety. So folks can get whatever they need. Are you interested in having the stall in the market? Absolutely. Count me in.
Them jewels just sparkling up there.
I'll be sure to add one of your stalls to the market when the time comes, if I can.
Need anything from the market? Just come see me.
Okay, so now we gotta go find Aladdin. Ooh, he's close by. Behind me? Yes, behind me. And he's going behind the house. Turkey.
Perfect timing.
Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, I've spoken with everyone and they seem excited about the marketplace.
Yeah.
Hey, that's great news. And we're just in time. Everything's ready. All I have to do is set up the gem stall and the other valley stalls. You want to add and decorate. I'll try to take care of everything we need here. Or we need here. Okay.
It's busier than the marketplace around here.
Okay, so.
What is with this neighbor?
Like I said. If I put it in the forest, I'll have to get rid of some of the trees. Redesign everything. That's going to be a bit of a hassle. Unless, of course, I put it in that back section. If I put it in the meadow, I have plenty of room right now because there's nothing really there. And it would be an extension to my upper area location. So I have a big decision to make. Okay. So let's look at this logically here. Like I said, I like the way this looks. I don't want to tear up my trees. I like having this area really lush like this. What we can do is I can move these bad boys out and move them down to the plaza, and then I can line the stalls up over here somewhere. Maybe I can set up the road to go from here to here, up, back this way, and then goes up that way. And the stalls can be all around, you know, in this section. Because there's quite a few stalls. Or, I can forego that and just move them down here with Goofy stall and line up this whole section with nothing but the various stalls. So the only one that I'm concerned about that I hate moving is Tiana's, because I have Tiana's set up right here in a really nice spot because it goes along with all the colors and everything. Where if I move it, it's going to be kind of out of place because it's, you know, that olive green and white. And I'd end up having to move my tables and stuff over here, which kind of sucks. I like having these tables here. I like this little outdoor seating area. Which I guess, I mean, I could still have the outdoor seating area, I just wouldn't have the stall anymore. Okay, so Plan A, Plan B. The thing to remember, though, too, is that the beast's greenhouse is a little on the large side. Okay.
There are so many nice.
First off,
It's wonderful how you're helping people.
ah, that's another one down. You probably asked why I didn't pick up the flowers. Well, because Minnie's house is covered in flowers. I made like a flower bed for her over there. And if I grabbed all the flowers, that means I'm taking up all of her flowers as well. And that I don't want to do. Okay, so now comes the fun part. Finding a new location for all these trees. They were originally in 4 locations, but I moved them multiple times because of the vision I had for the valley, and they just didn't fit there anymore. In fact, one of them was up here, and as you can see, I really don't have a space for it anymore. Not without having to get rid of something or move something. I guess I can move it there. Okay, now, you can go over there for now. No, actually, I may end up removing that altogether. Okay, so unfortunately, I made a ton of roads without the borders because the borders came later on when they decided to add them, and unfortunately you can't undo stuff you made, which sucks. So if I'm gonna want more roads with the borders, I'm gonna have to make a ton more.
If I've learned anything, it's that you gotta be yourself.
I guess it's a white one then. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I like it being on the ice like that. I might remove that. I hate how this constantly changes directions when it's in the view mode, because it can get a little dizzying. Like right there when it rotates for no reason, just all of a sudden just changes direction. Like, please stop. Never had this problem in Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing, you had one view and one view only. Actually, you know what? I don't want this whole thing filled out. I think that will work. Now, Goofy is over here. And if need be, I can put some on the opposite side too. That's the one thing with goofy stalls. You cannot move them from area to area. They have to stay right where they are. Okay. Was that everybody? Oh no. Christoph. Actually, you know what? Put all the food items over here. Yeah, I did that by mistake. There's a back button, so to speak. I'm trying to see if I have any more picnic tables. I used to have a bunch. In fact, I had them out behind Remy's for a while, and then I changed the tables to make it look, give it more of an elegant look. I have a dark wood one. Okay, that's the only one I have. I will need to make more then. Or buy more. So we'll go to Scrooge's and we'll get some more to fill out this area. Unfortunately, I think the thing's gonna end after this. Oh, I still have to need decorations. I wonder what they want for decorations.
I happen to be the world's most powerful wizard.
Uncle Scrooge, there you are.
Hope you have a bull market day.
There we go. I'm gonna get 2 more of those. See if that'll work.
Remember, time is money.
Okay, I still need to put the signpost up. I don't know if I need to put anything in the signpost I know I need to put something up, or put them down anyways. So, you know, I should take those too. Oh goodness, what am I thinking? Actually, it's backwards. Okay, I probably should put some lights out. What I have to work with. Okay, now I need the signs. Oops. Oh, is that what it wanted me to put out? Oh. Okay, hold on. Okay. Nope, can't put anything there. Oh, I cleaned that one up by mistake.
I wonder what Anna's up to.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Our stall is almost ready to open for business. I just need to put in the finishing touches. Oh, good. I don't have to pay for it this time. Alright. Let's finish the gem stall.
Woo!
Hey, look at that. It's ready.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we need more gems, though. Now I have to pay for it. Figures. I knew there was something I was going to have to pay for. Always.
Wish I had a balcony for a dramatic exit.
There we go. Why do I have to purchase something? Why am I always the one that has to pay for everything? I swear. You gonna buy one onyx? Jesus. Five of those, okay. 5 of those. 1 of those. So everything is 5 except for the shiny stuff. And of course the onyx, which are the rare gems. Even though you can get them from most areas. Still. Now where did Aladdin go? Oh, there he is.
Perfect timing.
Oops. No, I want to talk to Aladdin. Thank you. Go away, box. The gem stall is ready. The marketplace looks great. You sure you don't have a little genie magic, Sammy? Thanks. I'm proud of my decorating. You should be. It's pretty impressive.
I think
Oh,
so.
one last thing. When I told Mr. McDuck that we wanted to open up a new marketplace, he was as excited as if I had brought him a treasure map. He even gave me this grand opening balloon arch to help decorate the opening of the new stall.
Ah.
All you have to do is put it close to the new gem stall, and we can celebrate. Awesome.
You built all this? I'm impressed.
Where am I gonna put the dumb thing? Okay, so first off, move you back. Dang it. Move you back. Frickin' A. Okay, close enough. It's kind of in the wrong spot from the stalls, but that's alright. I don't care. I'm at the point where I'm kind of done with this whole thing. And I'm glitched out of the world. How nice! At least I didn't fall to my death. I probably should put it over here so you can see the stalls in the background. Sam, you really did it. I think everyone in the valley is gonna get a lot of use out of the new stall.
Uh-huh.
Feels good to help people out, huh? It's the best part of a community. Yeah, and now the marketplace can keep bringing us all together.
I think so.
We make a pretty good team. Testing Mr. McDuck's security system, weaving magic carpet, treasure hunting, and now this. It's been nice spending time with you in the valley again. Wally, Jasmine, and I are gonna go treasure hunting now. But before I leave, here's something to, well, I guess to mark our friendship. And this is where we get the other clothes.
If I've learned anything, it's that you gotta be yourself.
Okay, so that takes care of that. Weird, the shoes didn't show up. I hate having to find something because you have to go through every single row of everything to figure out what it is that didn't get clicked on. It's annoying sometimes. Well, there's the shoes. Okay. I think I'm done. This has gone on far longer than I wanted it to, only because I needed to get a ton of stuff done to complete all this. But before we go, let's show you guys. I am literally done with the base star path. Ah, dang it. I am now working on the bonus stuff, which is really only this page, this little house, and then of course the moonstones, and that's it. And that's pretty much all for us. I meant to show you guys, of course, the store stuff. There's a lot of mixture of stuff in here from old and new, of course. The new Victorian house, which is really cute. The bunny costume plushie, which I really like. Then, of course, University Sully, which I already have, and the Lighting Carpenter ride, which I already got, as well as this. And most of this is part of either the Star Paths, for one thing or another. I think this one was part of the Pixar Star Path event, and the other one was part of the Disneyland event, because we had one for, to make your own Disney park. This came out with the Monsters Inc. stuff. That came out with the Mulan. This is new. It's really cute little floral house. I think this might have been a repeat. I'm not sure. I think it's part of the Turning Red. And we had some stuff in the store as well as with the Pixar stuff. And these wings are from Coco, I believe. Stuff I didn't bother to get the first time, but still. Alright, so I'm out of here. I do want to thank everyone who stopped off, check out the channel tonight. You guys are awesome and I appreciate it. This has been a lot of fun. Okay, so that ends Dreamlight Valley, at least for a while now. The Star Path is... Wait a minute, I don't know why I do it that way, I do it this way. It's still 20 days to completion. So we still have, close to the end of April before it ends, and then more than likely there'll be a 2-week break between this one and the next Star Path and the next update. That's usually how these things work. When the new update happens, of course, we will be back here streaming more Dreamlight Valley and trying to get whoever is the next characters. I think it's going to be an Alice in Wonderland theme. I don't remember now. I'm trying to figure out what the thing was. Roadmap, that's what I'm thinking of. Roadmap for 2025. Yeah. So they show this is early 2025. In spring, we see a pair of eyes and a smile and the outline of a shadowed cat, which again would be the Cheshire Cat. So whether Alice is coming or just what's going on, I don't know. And then for the summer, they show the Skull Mountain or the Skull Rock or the Skull Island from Peter Pan. So we're thinking Peter Pan and Hook possibly will be with those updates. We'll have to see how this all plays out, because they never really tell us exactly what's going on. They give us little hints, and that's the best they're ever going to give us. So until they're ready to announce exactly what we're getting and what the Star Paths are going to be, it's a crapshoot. But yeah, definitely, I would definitely say that the Star Path, at least, if not the people we're getting in it, is going to be Alice in Wonderland themed. We already have a few things already that's Alice in Wonderland themed. We could get some more stuff, which would be nice. As it is, the Storybook Vale, there's a whole area, the Teapot Springs, which has teapots and broken cups and everything all over the place, which would be perfect location for anything Alice in Wonderland. So I can imagine, yeah, something big going on in the world of Alice in Wonderland for this game. They did last year have a survey asking what kind of characters we might want to see, old, new, the whole 9 yards. So let's have to see how everything plays out and what they are going to bring us in future installments. Okay, now next week, okay, so we're going to start working on the expedition, which I don't know what the title of it is, but the expedition for No Man's Sky for the new update, Relics. I can't wait to get into it. A lot of my problems got fixed, thank goodness. I was able to finally figure out the right location to teleport to, so that the path took me to the system I needed to be in to get everything to work. I didn't do this live to begin with, so it doesn't really matter, but I was really stuck when I started the expedition. Very upset because they wanted me in this one purple system to complete the story, and I couldn't do it because I had to teleport away from the system I was in to get the stuff I needed to make the warp drive. And unfortunately, I don't think there was a I don't remember seeing a space station, and I didn't bother to make a house or anything on one of the planets I could teleport to. So I kind of got stuck because I couldn't figure out where I needed to go so I can get to the planet system I need to get to, and I was completely lost. So now that's done, and I got that story completed. I can start on the new expansion, or the new expedition, free of worry about what's going on in the past. So that to me is just perfect. Other than that, I will be back tomorrow with my nephew as we return to Moria one more time. We got lots of stuff to do. We're in the end game now, so it's just getting rid of orcs, cleaning up the area, trying to restore life to Moria. They've added some new stuff as far as farming, and we're getting our first cosmetic costume. You'll get to see that tomorrow as well. Tons of stuff going to be happening because we are into this game. I love it so much, and I can't wait to jump back in and play some more Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. So hopefully you guys can come join us for that. Hi viewers, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. But yeah, come join me and my nephew tomorrow for more fun and games right here on the Ratscast. I do, again, appreciate you guys being here. I do want to remind everybody, if you are new to the channel and you haven't already, please follow me here, twitch.tv/Ratscast. If you did enjoy the show and you want to catch more of the games I play here, I'm a variety streamer and I play all kinds of games, not just this one, if you can't tell from the 2 games I've already mentioned. You can also follow my socials at cyperrat on Twitter, at the Ratscast on Instagram, on Threads, and on bluesky.social. I try to post there when I'm going live, what games I'm going to be playing. So, if there's going to be any changes in the scheduling or cancellations, that's usually the first place you are going to find out what's going on. So it's always good to stay ahead of what's going on by hanging out at the socials. I also post a lot of fun stuff here and there as well. Gaming news and the like, as well as I got pictures of our cat Barry. If you ever hear me talking to him, because he likes to come up and cuddle right when I'm in the middle of playing my games, and so I have to take a few minutes to pet him and give him some loving, because he's a good kitty. He's a good boy. Now, I also have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/theratscast, where everything gets posted over there when I'm pretty much done with stuff here. I got tons of games, tons of content, all kinds of fun stuff for you guys to watch and enjoy. Again, like I said, I am a variety streamer. So, yeah, there is a lot of games there. I've been doing this for quite a long time, and I went crazy with games early on too, so there's a lot of stuff. So go check that out there. If you're already watching on YouTube after the fact, thank you for being here and being part of the show. You guys are awesome, and I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff you're supposed to do while you're over there on YouTube, because it does help out the channel. Other than that, I want to thank you guys again so much for hanging out, for being here. You know, and just being a part of the show, because it means a lot to me. I want to go raid a fellow streamer of mine. He's another small-time streamer. He's actually playing that new game, Atomfall. I've been meaning to check this game out myself. So we're gonna go over there and we're gonna raid him. There's 2 raid messages in there for you. Message is always the same. Rat attack. I am the rat. I'm on the attack. So the raid emotes is going to depend on whether or not you are part of the Rats King crew or not. Because if you are part of the Rats King's crew, that means that as good pirates, we have to fly our colors. So, again, that's it for tonight. Thank you guys again so much. I hope to see you guys tomorrow on the very next episode of the Ratscast. Until then, guys, thank you. And this is cyperrat signing out for now. Later, bye.